Welcome back to another episode of Listen Honey. I'm your host, Katie Combs, and we're doing a solo episode. We are doing a holiday solo episode. Thanksgiving, we just wrapped it up. Honey, Thanksgiving is over. We are in the depths of Christmas. It is Christmas time. And I love the holidays. I had a great Thanksgiving, lots of time with my family, and I really feel like that Thanksgiving is a good pregame to the holidays. Like, you get together with the family, you haven't seen the cousins in a while, you all hang out, you warm back up to each other, and by the time that Christmas rolls around, honey, it's game on. You're giving each other hell, you're being mean to each other, you're fighting. Thanksgiving is a pregame. You're sitting in the back room with all the cousins, you're eating, you're gossiping, you're doing what cousins do. And I love Thanksgiving for that, okay? So, my family, we don't do any kind of New Year's, okay? I married into a New Year's party family. For me and my family, if we did anything on New Year's Eve, honey, we was going to the church. We was going to church. We was praying in the new year. We was praying in the new year. And I tell you what, after 6 hours of praise and worship and singing and shouting, you was going to sleep good that night. You didn't need anything else. And after church, we would all go meet up at the local pizza place. And I'm pretty sure that the majority of their business come from the Pentecostal Holiness Church members, because every Saturday night, honey, after Saturday night service, we was going. And they would stay open New Year's Eve, New Year's Day by then. By the time we got there, it was New Year's Day. And, then again, we'd be praising and worshiping and fellowshipping and doing the most, okay? But I married into a New Year's Eve party kind of family. And listen, like I said, Thanksgiving's a pregame. By Christmas, you're warmed up. New Year's Eve, honey, the cousins are sneaking out. We're taking shots of whiskey. We're drinking beer. Me, not me, honey, not me. I'm a woman of God. I don't do that. Not that I wouldn't, but I don't like to get sick, and I will puke every time. I will get sick every time. Honey, but the New Year's Eve party is, it's something that I didn't really get to experience until I married into the family. They make mocha punch, which is like pretty much a frosty with coffee in it. Everybody's wired to the gills. Children running around everywhere. And then they watch the ball drop and sing some song. It's traditional. I can't think of what it's called at this moment. But, it's a little different. I'm not used to it. But it's fun. I kind of wish we did have a New Year's Eve party. My family, we go to church. You got to pray in the new year. What else would you want to be doing? Anything else seems ungodly, to be honest. This was the first time that I had actually dressed up for Thanksgiving. I've been buying new clothes. Okay, I have a shopping addiction. But where I've lost weight, I have an excuse to buy clothes. And I am going to wear them. And I think that I'm entering into my vest era. Do I have a vest? No. Okay, but I keep seeing one on TikTok Shop. I think that I need it. I also think that I need everything else on TikTok Shop. I don't. I've got to get a grip on the TikTok Shop. But I've been looking for vests. Now, I don't know if I should buy flannel vest or puffer vest. I think the puff vest seems a little like it would suffocate me, I've seen some Sherpa vests. Those look nice. Because I would rather die than to wear a coat. I don't know if I've told you all that about me, but I don't like wearing coats. They smother me. I would rather just freeze. Or I wear crew necks everywhere because I don't like a hoodie either. Those also smother me, But I think I'm in my vest era. I've been looking. I think I'm going to get me like a little fleece Colombian. I don't know what it's called. Vest. And, we'll see where it goes. Where are you all buying vests? Are vests in? I don't know what's in. Honestly and truly, I don't know what's in. I just really anymore wear what I want. I don't really care if it's in or not. I don't know the fashion trends. I'm barely surviving. I can't keep up with the fashion trends. But speaking of TikTok Shop, okay, I love TikTok Shop. We know her. We love her. But it is very important this holiday season that we do shop small, okay? This past weekend, I went to the wool and flax market in London. So cute. So many booths set up. It was at this place called Heart of Grace Farms, and it was just like stunning. I mean, it's a wedding barn. It was white and just like, it was stunning. They had this big water fountain. It was high class, high dollar. Okay, high class, high dollar. And you go in, they had like photo ops. I mean, it was just the cutest thing ever. I did get some things, okay, just one or two things, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. They did, the Somerset Candle Company was set up. Now, they had candles, but they also had room sprays. And I don't know if you can order online, but they had this candle called the Southern Sugar Cake. I'm pretty sure it's what it's called. I think it's what it's called. Oh my God. Oh my God. I got a candle and it was buy one, get one half off. And there's nothing that I love more, honestly and truly, than a deal. Give me a coupon. I'll spend your money. Half off. Yeah, I'll get two. So I got the room spray, and I've been spraying that all over my house. It smells so good. So good. I'm keeping the candle for a Christmas present. I don't know for who, but it would make a great, like, if you don't like the way that smells, honey, there's something bad off. Bad off, bad wrong. Bad off, bad wrong with you. I will be ordering from Baxter's. It is a local coffee roastery in Somerset. That's all I drink pretty much. I did get an espresso, so I've been like trying other things because Baxter's doesn't have the Nespresso pods. So I will be ordering from Baxter's for some family members that are coffee drinkers. A lot of people don't drink coffee, which honestly I think is a sin, but you need to take that up with the Lord. That's your salvation, not mine. Also set up at the Wool and Flax Market was a booth. It was she like redesigned quilts. I got a little tote bag, so freaking cute. She also made these jackets. I wish that I could figure out how to sew. I probably could if I would sit down and like hyperfixate on it, but I just, I don't have it in me right now. I've got too much going on. Time well spent. Now I got a tote bag and I got my mom, if you're listening, you didn't hear this. I got my mom a quilted Bible cover for Christmas because there's one thing about my mother is she is a woman of God and she is reading her Bible. Okay, she is reading her Bible. She started reading she reads the whole thing every year. She started over this year. She's probably about all the way through, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But she does read her Bible. I got her a really cute quilted Bible cover. And I also messaged her the other day. So, listen, we all have to do it. We all have to go through it. But we've been going through my grandmother's stuff. Now, she died several years ago. It's probably been, I think it was 22. We're going into 26. It's been 3.5 years or something. I don't know. I'm not good at math. So my grandfather, he's still alive. He's sick. He's not feeling good. He's been in the nursing home. So we're having to just like clear the house out of all the extra stuff so he can get around and, la-da-dee, la-da-da. I'm not going all into it. Anyway, I've been going through her stuff and I have found some quilts. And I'm pretty sure that they were her mom's because they're like old. They're not like, honey, my granny, I get the shopping problem from her. She was addicted to shopping. There are so many trinkets. There are so many quilts. There's just so much stuff. Okay. I found some old quilts. I'm pretty sure they were her mother's because they looked old. And I think that I'm going to get her to make me a jacket because I'm telling you, she had these jackets. They were so cute. And I might wear a jacket or a coat if it was quilted because that's just like a blanket, So time well spent. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, I'm sure. I did find her on Facebook. I'm not sure about Instagram. But I'm really excited about that. What else? Deep Holler Designs. They're my friends out of Pikeville. They sent me a cutting board. They do laser engraving wood. They can do anything. My friend Chandra, her husband, they can do anything. I will probably be ordering a few things from them. Slab and Cedar Ceramic. Now, she's out of Manchester. She was set up at a craft fair this past weekend. I couldn't go because I went to the one in London. But she has the cutest. I love ceramics. I love ceramic. If there's one thing that I will buy, it is a coffee mug. It is a ceramic. It is a, what did I buy at the Spoon Bread Festival? Like, that you pour oil out of. I feel like there's a fancy name. I don't know what it is. I love ceramics. I'm going to get a few things from her. She has these quilted mugs. I am getting one for myself. It looks like it has a little patchwork, like a little patch quilt thing on it. I'm getting one for myself, and I'm getting one for a gift. And then also, my other favorite ceramic artist, Pyro Pottery. She's out of Irvin. I love her stuff. When I had my little store, I sold her pieces there, and I had just fell in love. I love Sophie over there at Pyro Pottery. But yeah, I mean, let's just try to shop small. There's so many talented people, especially if you're in Kentucky. I don't know about everywhere else, okay? I'm not cultured in that aspect, but I do know that there's a lot of Kentucky artists that are so good. And there's so many Christmas markets this time of year. So check them out. Support your local artists. Shop small. And I tell you what, Jeff Bezos has about pissed me off. He kicked me off my mom's Prime. I don't know when it was, and then I started having to pay for shipping, and I've about boycotted Amazon. I really, honestly, and truly have. Because you're going to kick me off my mom's Amazon Prime and then make me have to pay $150 for a Prime account. You're getting greedy. You are getting greedy. You know, I'm rebuking that. I've not been buying from Amazon because they've pissed me off. They have pissed me off. So shop small. Shop your local creators. They're all over social media. You all can find them. Let's see. What else do we have to talk about today? I'm trying to think who else was at the Wool and Flax Market. Oh, there was a lady that was selling books. I definitely got me a book. I found some really cute bookmarks. I'm a reader, okay? Especially with the time change. It gets dark so early. I don't know what to do with myself. Because before, I would go and sit on the porch until it got dark. Well, it didn't get dark till 8 or 9 o'clock. And in the peak of summer, even later than that. So I really haven't known what to do with myself. I've been reading, okay? I just finished up The Coal Tattoo by Silas House. And then I got Clay's Quilt, because it's like a trilogy. Clay's Quilt, Parchment of Leaves, and The Coal Tattoo. So I'm going to read that trilogy. I wish I could remember the book that I got at Wool and Flax. I know that her first name is India, and I just think that is such a pretty name. But she's got two books. I got those. I may read those because they're like holiday. One of them's holiday, I know for sure. And who else was set up over there? But I wish I could remember who I got the bookmarks from. I should have wrote this down. I can't remember anything. I got some really cute quilted bookmarks. And what else? Oh, Rolling Dough Cookie Company. Listen, they had a Hostess cookie. Hostess cookie. And there's nothing I love more than a Little Debbie cake, okay? It's my weakness. It's my downfall, specifically fudge round. But that Hostess cookie that she did, my God, today. I wish that she shipped. I don't think that she ships, but you can follow her on Instagram, I'm sure, Facebook, all the socials. And she sets up so good, so good. There was a sugar cookie that we got, and then a Christmas tree cake cookie. They were all good. I've not tried one. Oh, and a cookie butter one. Yeah, listen, I would never steer you all wrong, okay? Trust when I say it's good. But it's Christmas. We're in the thick of Christmas now. I can't believe that it's December. We're wrapping up this year. I feel like it has went by extremely quick. I've had a lot happen this year, I feel like, but it's went by so quick I can't remember any of it. We went to the beach this year for my birthday. We took Lucy to the Cincinnati Zoo for her second birthday. We took a trip down to the Smoky Mountains for 4th of July. We went again in the fall. Who knows? Who knows what next year's going to bring? I don't know. We've been traveling a lot, though. So, I would like to go to Nashville. I may plan a trip to Nashville. I don't know. I can't never tell. Trips give me anxiety just a little bit. I don't like being away from home. But we'll see. But yeah, we're in the thick of Christmas. It's December. We're wrapping up the year. I love Christmas. I did put my Christmas decorations up December 1st. Or no. I put it up November 1st. I don't know. I have no sense of time. My Christmas decorations are up. I've not put the tree up. I've really been considering a fake tree. We always get a real tree. Always, always, always get a real tree. But at Thanksgiving the other night, my dad had his tree up. My child did not leave it alone. She did not leave it alone. There was jingle bells on it. They had no chance. No chance. She took off every jingle bell that she could reach. Okay, and here's the thing with my father. He doesn't tell her no. Nobody tells her no. He's like, tear it down, honey. Tear it down, baby. That's Papa's baby. And I'm like, really? Like, help me, Tell her no. She doesn't listen to me. He don't care. So, I'm undecided. Because I can just tell you right now, her touching a real tree all the time and all the stuff in the floor falling off. Yeah, I think that might send me over the edge. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to get her to leave it alone. We're just going to have to give it to God. I don't know what we're going to do. Listen, honey, keeping up with life is a lot. And if you need help, Bluegrass Precision Wellness is there to help. Curtis and the team is there to listen without judgment. You can visit bluegrasspw.com and Katie10 will save you 10% off your purchase. I have got the majority of Christmas shopping done for her. I've done a few little things for everybody else, but really I'm just worried about her. Nobody else needs anything, you know? I don't really want anything. I'm an adult. Christmas is not about me. My mom has been trying to convince me that I need to not set unrealistic expectations for my child because I have no chill. Santa Claus is coming to town. Okay? He's coming to town. And she is 2.5. She has this imagination. She like plays with her toys. Like we have tea parties and it's fun. Like she's playing with toys. Now, she doesn't like toys a whole lot. She likes books. I've bought a lot of books. A lot of books. And she likes to color. I mean, listen, I can't tell you how many times a day I pick up crayons. I pick up crayons constantly. I'm constantly finding crayons. They're in the couch. They're under the couch. They're under the kitchen table. And, I support her in that journey. I did get her like a little art desk. It's like a little art desk. You can draw on it with a dry erase marker. You can clip stuff on it. There's little cup holders. So I'm hoping that the crown situation, we keep it in one area, okay? We keep it in one area. I got her some magnetiles. Is that what they're called? Magnetiles? Because I did get her a mini set from TikTok Shop, and she said played with them forever. I don't know. It's just fun this year. Things are fun this year. She knows what's going on. She knows Santa. She knows the reindeer. Every time we see a carrot now, she said, those are for the reindeer. We got to get them for the reindeer. And, we do. We do, just not right now. And I have to explain that to her every time we go to the grocery. Santa Claus is coming to town. Okay, we're leaving out the milk. We're leaving out the cookies. He's going to come. He needs some nourishment. He's got a lot of houses to go to. A lot of houses to go to. So we've got to support him on his journey. We're givers, not takers. We will take your present, Santa. Just one. Don't get crazy. I don't need no more toys. Let's see. But yeah. Christmas shopping, Christmas time, it's here. It's so busy. It's so crazy. I love it and hate it at the same time because I'm so tired. But at the same time, it's like we've got to go. It's one time a year. I'm trying to squeeze in a trip to Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge because we have season passes to Dollywood. And if you have never been to Dollywood at Christmas, oh my God, Dolly does Christmas right, which, no surprise. What does Dolly do wrong? Probably nothing. Probably nothing. So I'm trying to squeeze in a trip to Dollywood before the holiday season, and I just really don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen. We may go like the week, and I don't even know what day Christmas is this year, but we may go like after Christmas because they keep it up till the first of the year, I'm pretty sure. But it would just be so magical and so fun. But it's just getting down there, man. It's just getting down there. We could probably take a day trip. We're not that far, but, we'll have to pray about it, give it to God, see what happens. Let's see. I tell you what, the other night, the night before Thanksgiving, I was in that kitchen. I was slaving, okay? I had kept Lucy up all day because I needed her to go to bed early. We skipped nap time. I needed her to go to bed early. She went to bed 7 o'clock. Blessed and highly favored. That's how I felt. That is genuinely how I felt. I was in there prepping for Thanksgiving. Why do I have to take 30 things to Thanksgiving dinner? I don't know. But you know what? I would rather take dishes than have everybody come to my house. Don't come to my house. Do not come to my house. I do not want to do all that cleaning. Don't want to do it. So I was in there, and I was making some pumpkin pies. I was trying to, calculate the measurement because I was doubling the recipes, and I was scared to death I was going to mess up the pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving dinner, and, I couldn't have done that. That would have ruined Thanksgiving. I would have had to make it again. And I was in there, I was whisking it up, adding the spices, adding the seasonings, how you make a pie. And I thought, you know what, I am so thankful for a pre-made pie crust. If I would have had to make one more thing that night, I think it would have sent me over the edge. I couldn't have done it. And, is there a season of life when I will be able to make a homemade pie crust again? Absolutely. Will I do it still? Probably not. There just ain't no need for it. Go get you a frozen pie shell, pour it in, bake it, be done with it. I don't know. I'm just not able for all that. But what did I have to take to Thanksgiving dinner? Pumpkin pies. I did make my high dollar, high class banana pudding that got the internet in a tizzy. It was so good. It was high dollar and high class. Sweet potato casserole. I always bring sweet potato casserole. It is Dylan's favorite. Dylan eats half of it. We love sweet potato casserole. And I will go ahead and tell you that marshmallows does not belong on top of sweet potato casserole. We need a pecan crumble topping. Do not bring me no sweet potato casserole with marshmallows. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's wrong. It's wrong. And I stand by that. I also brought, I can't even remember, macaroni and cheese. I think that's it. I think that's it. Our Thanksgiving tradition, I always make breakfast because my stepmom Jackie has to work always on Thanksgiving. She works at a local restaurant. She always has to work. My dad always comes up. My old daddy, he comes up and he eats breakfast. I didn't go crazy this year. Bacon, sausage, biscuits, gravy. Sometimes I'll make cinnamon rolls, and I was like, I'm not able. I'm not able. Oh, I did do fried apples. Yeah, I got some fried apples out of the freezer. Top tier. We went to Nancy, Kentucky. There's a Haney, I think it's Haney's apple farm out there. We went last year. Picked awful at the apples, honey. I mean, we picked apples all day. We had the best time. And I had peeled them and sliced them, put them in freezer bags, put them in the freezer. Well, I just about forgot about them. So I was like, you know what? I'm grabbing some of them apples. We're going to fry some of them up. And we did. And they were good. They were good. Honestly, Thanksgiving has calmed down a lot. We only had 2 dinners to go to. We had my dad's Thanksgiving Day, and then we had my mom's side of the family the Friday night. It's so much fun. There is so many of us at my mom's family. My grandparents had 5 children, and then there's so many grandchildren, and now there's great-grandchildren. So there's little babies running around everywhere. We're adults now. The cousins are adults. We're running around everywhere. It's always so much fun. It's always so much fun. We had a good time. I feel like I need to be listening to more Christmas music, but I just haven't been. I don't know what the deal is. I'm usually like after Halloween, turn the Christmas music on. I just haven't had it in me this year. I've been listening to the Wooks Glory Bound album. Now, me personally, what I do, I don't know if everybody's like this, but I'll find a song that I like, and then I will listen to the whole album until I know all the songs in the album. I've been listening to the Wooks Glory Bound album, and I've been listening to the John Mayer album. It's an older one. I think it's called In the Search for Everything. If that's not the album title, that's one of the songs in the album. I really like that. I've listened to that one before, and I looked it back up the other day, and I have had it on repeat. I love that album. Let's see. But as far as like Christmas music, my favorite Christmas song is probably Ray Charles' Spirit of Christmas. That scene in the National Lampoon Christmas where he gets stuck in the attic and he's sitting there and he's watching the old videos and he's crying. That's the song that's playing. I love that song. That's my favorite Christmas song. And then I really like a lot of the older, like Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. I think Brenda Grant, that's probably not her name. I'm not good with names. But like that old 50s, 60s, that old classic Christmas. That's what I like to listen to. Now, I do like some of the new. I do listen to the new Justin Bieber. Well, it's not new. It's probably like 10 or 15 years old at this point, but Justin Bieber's Christmas album. But let me tell you, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong with Dolly's Christmas. Dolly and Kenny Rogers, please, honey. They put out a Christmas album, honey. It's a Hard Rock Candy Christmas, and that's all that I know. That is all that I know. Let's see. But yeah, National Lampoon's Christmas. We used to watch that every year growing up at my granny's house. I love that movie. That's one of probably my favorite Christmas movies. That and the Santa Claus series, like the Disney Santa. I love those. I have a memory of going to the movie theater to see the second one. Honey, my parents were going through divorce, but you know what? They were holding it together for the family, for me. And they took me to see a Christmas movie. We had the best time. And we had a little, there was like a photo booth there. That's before like the malls were dead and everything. It was like the end of an era, but like people were still going, especially around the holidays. So we watched Santa Claus 2. There was a photo booth there. And there's somewhere, God knows where it's at, but there's a picture. We have pictures together. I'll have to find that. I'll have to dig that out. I've been going through pictures. But yeah, that is the holiday plans. Like I said, I'd like to try to sneak in a trip to Dollywood. I'm sure we'll have dinner and presents and toys everywhere. toys everywhere. I need to do a good clean out of the toys before we go in to Christmas because, listen, I don't have a huge house and I cannot stand the clutter. You know, I love you moms that have all the toys and are so organized and have them in bins, and that's just not me. I don't like them toys everywhere. That makes my nerves bad. And honestly, when my child has too many toys, she gets overstimulated and doesn't play with any of them. So we don't have a lot of toys at my house. And I've already told my parents, I was like, whatever you all buy can stay at your house. You know, buy toys for your house because she's coming over. You know, she's coming over. She's been spending a lot more time at my parents' house just because the time change and things have slowed down, especially for my dad. They're like he's not mowing and like the farm is kind of slowed down. He's not got some big project going. And so on Saturdays, the past couple Saturdays, we've been taking her over there, you know, about 1 or 2 o'clock, and then he'll bring her home that night and he's like, what are you all gonna do? What are you all gonna do? And he's like, what are you all gonna do? And I'm like, we're going home. We're going. He's like, you all don't want to go out on a date and go to dinner? No, honey, no. No, Daddy, I don't. I want to go home. What we usually typically do is we'll drop her off at my dad's, and there's a Texas Roadhouse like 15 minutes from my dad's. We'll go to Texas Roadhouse, get takeout. I'm not going in. I don't want to eat in a restaurant. I don't want to eat inside of a restaurant. I get takeout. We'll go home, and I usually, honestly, I've been filming recipe videos. Those are a lot, you know, shout out to all the recipe content creators because that is a lot harder, okay? Those people that are pumping out recipes constantly, that's a lot of work. There's a lot of editing, a lot of just like back end work, washing dishes, actually making it's a lot of work. So shout out to them. So I've been going home, filming recipe videos, turning Jason Crab on YouTube. You know, I'm spending time with the Lord. I'm worried about my mental health. You know, I'm trying to get a hold of somebody, get a hold of the Lord. So that's what I do when I've got a babysitter. You know, I'm not out getting wild. Like I told you, I don't drink. I get sicker than a dog. You know, Dylan did get me a little wine cooler. Are they called wine coolers? See, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Um, but it's a local wine, and I do like it. I wish I could think of the name right now. I'm thinking. Give me just a second. It's not is it Purple Toad? I think it's Purple Toad. They had like a single can. He got me one. He's like, you might want a little drink. I don't. It's been sitting in the refrigerator for three weeks now, probably. You know, but there may come a time when I do, and it's there. You know, and I love that. I love that for me, and I'm thankful that he did that. You know, that's a good man right there. That is a good man. Speaking of a good man, I don't know what I'm going to get Dylan for Christmas. The man has everything, and I'm like, Dylan, what do you want for Christmas? And he's like, Rainbow's off some big truck, some big. I would tell you, but I can't even. F600? That sounds right. He wants a flatbed. He's already got a flatbed. I said, Dylan, we don't need another vehicle. We do not need. Trying to back out of my yard. Trying to back out of the garage and get turned around to go down the driveway. It is like an obstacle course. We're not pulling another vehicle up in here. And when I ask you what you want for Christmas, I'm thinking a couple $100, you know, maybe a new gun, maybe a new TV. I don't know. I don't know. No, he wants a truck. I said we're not getting a truck. We're not getting a truck. I don't know what I'll end up getting him. You know, the man has everything. And that's the same thing with me. I don't want anything. If I want something, I buy it for myself typically. Now, the only thing that I could think of that I wanted, okay, there's two things. A Ninja Creamy. I've been wanting a Ninja Creamy, and I just like won't spend the money buying it. Because small appliances, like I hate small appliances, but I really think that I would use a Ninja Creamy. And I'm like afraid I'll buy it and it'll sit in the back of the cabinet. So I won't let myself buy it for myself. I've been asking for it for Christmas. The other thing, I want to go to a Japanese head spa. Please, somebody wash my hair for me. Like brush my hair. I would go all the way to sleep if somebody was washing my hair and like scrubbing my scalp. And yeah, I don't think they dry it. And that's my only like qualm is they don't dry it. But, you know, I'm sure they got a hair dryer because I'm not walking out with a wet head. But that's the only things that I could really think that I want for Christmas. We have everything in the world. And like I told you, I can't do clutter. I can't do it. I've not got it in me. Dylan gets so mad at me. And you girls know what I'm talking about. You all know what I'm talking about. I have spells where I'm just done. I can't handle it no more. I get a trash bag and I'm throwing it away. Now, usually I do it when he's at work. And I've not been throwing stuff away. I've been taking it to the Goodwill or like Salvation Army or something because I feel bad throwing it away. Um, it's going to the Goodwill. And Dylan is a hoarder. I love him. I love him better than anything, but he will not throw anything away. The other day, I was cleaning, straightening up. I looked on top of the cabinet. He has like this cabinet with all his protein powders because Dylan's a gym bro. He's a gym bro. I'm proud of him and I love that for him. Get big, whatever. But I looked up on top of his protein cabinet and there's empty cans of protein powder, like the same one. And I'm like, why are those up there? Are those empty? Because I can't reach it. I don't know. I'd have to drag out my step stool from by the dryer, and I'm not getting that out unless absolutely necessary. He's like, yeah. I was like, why didn't you throw them away? And he's like, well, the scoops in them are good. Well, of course they're good, Dylan, but you know what? All of them have good scoops in them. He's a hoarder. He's a hoarder. I love him, but he won't throw nothing away. He won't throw nothing away. But you know what? Sometimes it does come in handy. It does come in handy. Yeah. Oh, the other thing that I do want for Christmas, but I'm probably not going to buy, is a new fridge. Okay, I have a twin, you know what I'm saying? Like the two doors beside each other, twin door, the freezer and the refrigerator, and it drives me crazy. I really want a refrigerator where the fridge is on top and the freezer's in a drawer, because like you try to put something in those refrigerators, a pizza, a leftover, anything. There's just no room, honey. It ain't wide enough. There ain't no space. And I was hoping that they would have some good Black Friday deals. Honey, them is high. Them refrigerators is high. High. But, I'm going to keep looking. I'm going to keep checking because I really would like a new refrigerator. Our current refrigerator that's out in the garage, it's about to give up the ghost. It's lost a handle. We've screwed one on. It's about time for it to retire. So I would like to take my current refrigerator, put it in the it's my garage refrigerator now. Retire it. It's still good. And get me a new one. But I just ain't got it in me. I just can't do it. I can't do it. But yeah. Christmas time is coming. I hope you all have a great holiday season. Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year. Set those New Year's goals. Those New Year, New You. Is it really going to be a new year, new you? No, but it'll give you something to look forward to. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, and we'll catch up. At another time. I love yous. I'm thinking about you. And, also, before I forget, I do a Christmas card exchange every year, and I want to do it again. I've not made a video yet about it, but I love, love, love when y'all send me Christmas cards. I hang them up. I have all the ones you all sent me in a drawer or in a box in my closet. If you want to send me a Christmas card, I will put my P.O. box somewhere in the description, or you can look on my profile. I'll get you the P.O. box address, okay? I'm pretty sure it's P.O. Box 85, Big Hill, Kentucky 40405. Don't hold me to it. But I would love to do a Christmas card exchange. If you send me one, I will try my best to send you one back. It may be Valentine's Day before you get it, but I will try my best to get one back to you. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I can't believe people are actually watching this. Shout out to Jason Falls, my producer, for making all this happen. Shout out to BT Web Design for the studio space. I'll catch you on the next one.